I have eaten at every single table service restaurant in the Magic Kingdom. Keep watching to see which ones I loved and which ones I didn't.
I'm Christina. I'm a traveler, a planner, and most importantly, a mom. I'm sharing my best tips to make traveling as a family a little less stressful. So put down your phone, pack your bags, and let's showcase the world.
On my last trip to Magic Kingdom, I ate at Tony's Town Square, which was my last table service restaurant to try in the Magic Kingdom. I've been avoiding it for years because I've heard terrible reviews, but I was so pleasantly surprised and we had such a great experience that I was just... Everything is relative, right? So I thought I would rank the Magic Kingdom table service restaurants based on my experiences. I am a travel advisor. I own Showcase the World Travel, a modern travel agency dedicated to helping families take a break from the busy, and we specialize in Disney destinations. So I go 2 or 3 times a year and I am on a mission to try all of the table service restaurants. I have finally finished the Magic Kingdom. And so I am planning on finishing Animal Kingdom on my next trip. So make sure you hit the bell so you can get more of these ranking videos. All right, let's start at the bottom. My least favorite table service restaurant in Magic Kingdom is Liberty Tree Tavern. I have wonderful memories here of a character meal when I went for my high school graduation trip. Minnie was in her colonial garb and it was just so nice. But you know, the food is just terrible. You're getting a skillet of items, you're getting a skillet of Thanksgiving type food, but honestly, I should probably just get a lean cuisine and warm it up in the microwave. It would probably be just the same. That's what it tastes like, and half of it was still cold the last time I was there. Just not a pleasant experience. The server that I had wasn't great either when I went this past spring, and you know, just wasn't the best experience. Crystal Palace I tried in the middle of the pandemic, so there were no characters, there was no buffet, it was just a prefix menu of American classics. It's okay. I wasn't blown away by the food. I think that it's definitely not worth going to until Pooh and his friends return to the restaurant. Next, I'm going to shock a lot of people here. Cinderella's Royal Table. Yes, it is in the bottom 3. The only reason it's not on the bottom is because of the experience with the characters. It's overpriced. It's like you're drinking the water from Pirates of the Caribbean. I couldn't even drink my lemonade, my Minute Maid lemonade, because it smelled like pirate water. It was disgusting. I've eaten there 3 times now. I keep trying to give it a chance, and I've been disappointed all 3 times over the past 10 years. The being in the castle doesn't make up for it. You know, it's run down, the carpet's curling, it's smelly, the character experience doesn't make up for it. There's only a few princesses and they fly in and out. Right now it's just Cinderella, and so it's definitely not worth the price that they're going to charge you to eat at Cinderella's Royal Table. There are so many better places to see princesses. Hopefully Horseshoe will come back in Epcot pretty soon, but if you want to see where you can see princesses right now, you can check out this video that I did very recently on where to see princesses at Walt Disney World. Okay, so now let's keep moving on to the middle of the pack here. We have Jungle Navigation Company Limited Skipper Canteen. I love the atmosphere here, and that's the only reason it is up above Cinderella's Royal Table. I'm not a big fan of the food, but it's not disgusting like the other ones. It is a great option if you have food allergies. They have a great allergy menu, so I don't want to discount this. If you have a food allergy, this is a great place for you. Jungle Cruise is my favorite attraction, so I love all the corny jokes. I love all of that kind of stuff, but the menu just is not my favorite, and, you know, the food is okay. I'm going to put Tony's Town Square up above Skipper Canteen. I was so surprised by the meal. I have heard horror stories about Tony's Town Square. I've heard that, you know, the sauce is like eating a can, all sorts of things about Tony's, but it was great. I had the orecchiette. My mother-in-law had the spaghetti and meatballs, and I forget what my sister-in-law ended up getting, but everything was delicious. My daughter loved her steak, and it was just a great tucked away. We weren't planning on a meal here, but we just kind of got a last minute reservation when our plans changed for that day. I could have just eaten the garlic bread and the mozzarella sticks. It was great. The appetizers, you could definitely make a meal out of those things if you didn't want a big heavy meal. And then I had, now that you can have alcohol in the park, I had a nice light pear spritz. They didn't have an Aperol spritz, but it was just so refreshing on a hot day, and it was a lovely experience. We had great service. Claude was amazing and funny, and it was just a really, really sweet meal. Choosing your dining is just a small part of planning a Disney vacation. It is so easy to get overwhelmed with the dining and the genie and all of those things. That's why I created a guide that breaks it all down step by step. Keep watching for exactly how to get that. All right, we're in the top 3 now. The number 3, coming in at number 3, is the Plaza Restaurant. This is a hidden gem. Great American dishes. I had a pulled pork mac and cheese that was bomb. It was so delicious. And I don't usually get lobster outside of my home here in New England, but I had a lobster fried green tomato. It's no longer on the menu, but it was so yummy. And then you end it with a sundae, and it's just absolutely perfect. So I would definitely recommend making sure you leave room for dessert. So if that means splitting meals or anything like that, it's very reasonably priced at the Plaza. You can get burgers, fried chicken, all of that kind of stuff. Ending it with a sundae is just absolutely perfect. It is the cherry on top. Another hidden gem is coming in at number 2, the Diamond Horseshoe. Oh my goodness, we've had such great meals here. We were very lucky the first time that I ate here. We had a server, his name was Robert. He was on loan from the Skipper Canteen, so he had the dry humor from the Skippers, and you have an all-you-can-eat skillet with turkey and all sorts of American classics. But what we love the most is the cornbread. The cornbread is delicious. We had members of our family sneaking it out in their pockets. It was so good, and it was just so much fun. It was so funny. We kept asking Robert to bring cornbread, and I just have great memories there. The food was fantastic. I have eaten here multiple times, and I've never been disappointed with the food. I absolutely love the Diamond Horseshoe. It is in Frontierland. It's kind of on the cusp of Liberty Square and Frontierland, and people just kind of walk past it. They don't know it's there, and it's just a nice little tucked away table service restaurant that I definitely recommend. All right, number 1, be our guest. I know it sounds super cliche, and I know that, this is a really hard to get restaurant. Some people have not been super impressed with it. It does not have the best reviews, but I think that it's the real deal. The food is elevated. It's elegant. It's delicious. Steak, lamb, everything is always cooked perfectly. I've been here 5 or 6 times now for both breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dinner did not used to be a prefix menu. It is now a prefix menu, so I've been there twice with the prefix menu and twice for dinner before the prefix menu, and I've just always had great food, great meal. You start with a nice cheese platter, or the French onion soup is delicious. Really, really good choices here, and the food is great. The food is great. I think it's priced for the quality of food that you're getting. But what makes this experience is the atmosphere. When I walked into that ballroom for the first time, I'm a huge Beauty and the Beast fan. My first movie I saw in the movie theater, my favorite movie as a kid. My teachers called me Belle in high school. I had a Beauty and the Beast inspired wedding. So for me, walking into that ballroom for the first time, I was in tears. It felt like you were stepping into the movie, and it was just so perfect. I think that there are a lot of expectations that come along with Be Our Guest, because it's so hard to get, and you're going all day, and you finally get there and you don't really enjoy it. So I would just say, take a moment, remember what you're experiencing, and allow yourself to be in the moment and really experience it. Don't go the parks all day long. If you have a Be Our Guest dinner reservation, because everyone's going to be tired and cranky. Go back to the pool and then get dressed up and go out to dinner and make it a special night. I love dinner at Be Our Guest Restaurant. I think it is the best restaurant in the Magic Kingdom. If you want something a little less expensive or elegant, I definitely think checking out the Plaza and Diamond Horseshoe are going to be your best bets. I did promise you a guide, and you can get my 5 easy steps to a Disney vacation without overwhelm by clicking the link in the description. And that will walk you through exactly how to plan your trip. If you would like me to plan it for you, of course, I would love to do that. I own Showcase the World Travel, a modern travel agency, and I have a team of agents who would love to assist you plan your trip. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to take a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.